Hi everybody, this is Christine Bertram and I am coming to you live from the Hive here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin on a Thursday. We used to call Thursday Thirsty Thursday back in my younger year when I was probably in my 20s, and it was like you worked a long day and then you're like, oh, let's go get a beer or let's go get a drink. So it used to be Thirsty Thursday, but now it's Stampin' Live in the Hive Thursday, you guys. So yay, we're here for the April showcase and I have a lot to share with you, which is exciting. I was fortunate. I got Jenna Helms all of her cards for her upcoming classes to share with you. I got to see her in Houston, and so I have hers to share with you at the end. And also Gina Bulow, who's on my team, stopped by, and she has two of her classes of 2 of 5 ready for you guys. So I've got lots to share with you today. Hi, Sherry Martin. Hi, Holly Peplow. And there's Frances Rodriguez. Hi, Diana Woodland. Hi, Sarah Mitchell. Yay. Hi, Trish Bagley from sunny Charlotte. Well, we have sun today too, you guys. Let's look at this. See? It's sunshiny. Yay. Got the blinds open and all's good here. The cats are loving staring out the window. Hi, Mary Lemke. Hi, Jean Jurdis. Hi, Deanna Stell and Sharon Lan and Angelique. Hi, Susan Bellamy. Hi, Cindy Hutchings. All the gang's all here. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Lynn. There's Laura Sullivan. Yay. Thanks for sharing. Laura got her. She has her calendar. Yay. Okay. So you guys, I have a showcase for you, like a lot. So I've got everything lined up all back here, including all the different stamps. Oh, look at me. I'm supporting Wisconsin. You guys can, I got my Bucky shirt on today, my Bucky Badger, my one and only like Wisconsin Badgers shirt that I have. And it's actually like a nice little pullover. So, yeah, so we're going to do the showcase. I know almost everybody that said hello, I've recognized your name, but sometimes I get people that are watching me new for the first time and they have no idea what I'm about or what we're about, what we're the crazy. Yes, a nice view of the sun. We got a lot of crazy going on, you guys. Always crazy in a good way. Lots of stamping coming your way over the month of April. We are fitting everything that we normally fit into April and then some. So there's not only the number, like there's what I call my core classes, but there's extra classes. And hi, Polly Libby. And I like to just explain to people that it can be overwhelming when you first start watching me, and it could be overwhelming. Probably for some of you guys will say how long it was overwhelming, and hopefully that overwhelming feeling goes away. I offer a lot, and that makes it hard because normally you might work with a demonstrator who does one class a month. Hi, Carol Alanis. Like she might do one class a month, and you might have somebody else that does one class a month. Well, with me, you get like the whole kit and caboodle. We have like basically a lot of kitted up classes. Once a week, we normally we offer a kitted class where you could get the physical card kits. Hi, Dawn Tuck. Hi, Janice Ormiston. Hi, Judy Sharp. Hi, Jenna Helms. And then on top of it, we also have non-kitted card classes where you can watch and basically you can watch all my YouTube live classes. I do all my classes in a public forum on YouTube where anybody and everybody all across the world can watch them. And there's never a cost to watch my YouTube live classes. Or you can catch the replay. So they're not always live. You could watch the replay. I heard a lot over the last month that a lot of people fall asleep to me and I go to bed with people and that's funny. Like I get it. That's funny. So like you're watching me in bed while you fall asleep, and I've said stories too where I've fallen asleep watching other demonstrators. And so that's always fun. You can catch replays if you can't catch the live. And so if I'm offering a class with kits, I get a number one question is, do I have to watch you live or can I watch later? And of course, always watch later. And so it's awesome. Hi, Donna Grushki. That we can offer kits to. I'm learning. A lot of you have been telling me over the last year that the kits that we offer are amazing, and it's nice to have the opportunity to buy kits, and they can pair with stamps that you have at home. Hi, Deb Norman from Arizona. Yay! A lot of people can get the kits and they can use whatever stamps they have. And so I always tell people, like, use what you have and buy what you love, right? So sometimes we offer classes that you can purchase Stampin' Up! Product with a minimum order and then get the class for free. And you don't always have to use the same stamp set that we use when we design them. that you are connected with us. Yay, yes. You guys, lots of lives, so many lives. I wonder if anybody ever watches every single one of my lives from start to finish, because that would be a lot. Oh, so sometimes we can do up to 3 or 4 lives in a week, you guys, and that's crazy. But that's what we do. And then on top of it, Gina Bulow is part of, she doesn't have her own YouTube channel. Well, she does. She's working on building it. So she does her classes through my YouTube channel. So then couple that with another person, 2 people doing classes, and she features a lot more of the techniques and scrapbooking, which is awesome. So lots of fun stuff. And so it can be overwhelming. Circling back to that, it can be overwhelming, and people are like, well, I want this class and I want that class. And I try to make it as easy for you to take classes with me, and always reach out if you need help or assistance. You can reach me, and when I drop my camera down, if you're new to me, my phone number is always there. My email address is there. You can always Facebook message me, text me, however you want to get a hold of me. I am very proficient usually at answering emails or responding to calls or texts. I am human though, and so giving me some time also is amazing. Not necessarily, like, we live in a world that we want instant, and I was just talking to Laura Sullivan about this. We live in a world where we want instant gratification, right? We want an answer now, or we want this now, or we want this now. And I'm as patient with you as you guys are patient with me, which is a lot. My mom taught me how to be patient, but when you guys give me a little time to respond, it's always amazing. Hi, Sherry Pyer, especially with emails. With being in Houston for Onstage a couple weeks ago, I was really caught up before going to Onstage, which was amazing. I couldn't have imagined leaving and not being as caught up as I was. But during Onstage, I tried to stay off of my emails, and then we came back and we kitted 2,000 kits since we got back, all right? It takes time. And on top of it, we designed 2 classes in the interim, so it's hard to manage everything. And then there's only one of me, and so you guys are patient with me, and I'm patient with you, and then the world goes, and the world curls around in a circle, and life is good. Also cutting the tools for tomorrow, yay! So yeah, I try to make things efficient for you guys too. So what Janice is talking about, we have a Trusty Tools Stamp-a-Stat class tomorrow, and you guys, in all of my thinking I had everything caught up and everything good, I realized I never even created the Facebook event for Trusty Tools, and I never emailed. All I did was show it off in a bunch of classes, and I created the event on my website. With that, we still had 60 people sign up for the class without creating the Facebook event and without emailing about it. So when I realized I was ready to send you guys the email on Tuesday night, it was date night. I was not supposed to be on the computer. Oh, Tyler, we have a wood burning fireplace, and Tyler's like, I will carry in 3 loads of wood. And while I'm doing that, you are allowed like 20 minutes away from me. Like, cause during date night, I try to give him it's hard. I try to give him my undivided attention and not be on my computer or on my phone responding to emails and texts. And so Tuesday night I snuck on while he was carrying wood in, and I realized, oh man, I did not create the Facebook event, and I did not create the email. And for the sending out the tutorial, I always piggyback off of like the first email that I created. And then on top of it, I sent the thank you email prematurely, and I was in a rush, and that's what happens when I'm in a rush. And so what Janice is talking about is we created a template with the tools, and we marked them the best we could. We figured out that we used a couple of the tools twice, and so people might have to dip into their second sheet, but I'll talk about that in that class. But what we did is we marked all the tools with a number so that you guys could like pick out which tools goes with which card. And so we tried. We definitely tried. So lots of tools to cut out, but hopefully you guys can finish them beforehand. The chart was amazing. I'm so happy it was worth our time to make the chart, because it took me about a half hour to stand over all the cards and make the chart. And so, all right, Deb, we'll see you later. Have fun shopping. Don't shop till you drop, because my mom literally does that. She will trip on the curb while she's shopping with me. And so don't shop till you drop. But yeah, so you guys, we try to make things as efficient and amazingly awesome for you guys with the kits that we provide to you. So, okay, I'm going to start off sharing. So some of you this might be like old news to you, but I'm going to share, especially for those that are new to watching me, I'm going to share a couple of the spots where you can find files that I have as a resource. Guys, resources are good. I'm going to drop my camera down, and I'm going to share with you where you can find things on my website, okay? So, and some of you that are newer to might not know this or have seen this. At some point too, you guys, I have a few pieces of Happy Mail I want to share with you. So I go by Cards by Christine on Facebook and on my website and on YouTube. But Cards by Christine was taken when it came time to set up my website. So it's Christine at cardsbychrisb.com for my email address, or cardsbychrisb.com. I get the question a lot, well, what about your MSN email address? I have my MSN email address that I've been using for 20 years. And so everything that goes into Christine at cardsbychrisb.com forwards to the Chris M. Bertram at MSN.com. So you can email either one of those interchangeably. You will probably get replies from me at the Chris M. Bertram at MSN.com, because that's where I really operate my emails out of. I couldn't operate out of 2 emails, just like I can't handle being 2 people. Like, I'm one person. What you guys get on the camera is what you get in real life. And so, just know either one of those email addresses. If you email one, you don't need to email the other, because then I will get it 3 times or 2 times. I don't know. I'll get it multiple times. So just know that they're interchangeable. And then my phone number is here too. So you guys, if you need immediate, so there's never emergencies in stamping. Tyler has said that there's no emergencies in stamping, so I have to believe him. But if you need an answer quicker than later, calling is always a good thing to do. You can always find my current host code at the time I'm live here, but if you are a week later or 2 weeks later, just know when you go to my website, like if you click in my website, there's different sections: resources, shop, events, join my team page for my members of the Inspiration Hive. That's where all the different headers are. Like when you click on events, that's where I have a whole events calendar. And you can click on anything you want that'll take you into the events. But underneath the picture of me in a yellow shirt is always where I have a current host code. So right now, the R2, it matches, right? There is talks with Stampin' Up! For those of you who are demonstrators or online, I should say hobbyists or discount shoppers. There are talks of the host code going away. So in the interim, don't worry about that from me. As long as the host code is in effect, we're using host codes. I'm hopeful that they will remain in effect till the end of the year. So for now, just keep knowing that there's a host code and your classes are free with a host code. If you don't use the host code, you can always contact Stampin' Up! To get the host code added, and then you can still pick a class. If you don't add the host code and I call Stampin' Up! To add the host code, then I will pick a class for you, like a past class as a thank you. So it's always good to get that host code on the front end versus the back end. Hi, Sandy Wicklander. And so that's where you can find it. And by clicking on the word here, it takes you right into the Stampin' Up! Website, or you guys could hard press on the code and then save it as well. So you could, or write it down, but that's where the host code can always be found. So let's go back to resources. I want to share this with you. These 2 documents, you could print them off to have as a resource at your house or in your book, however you keep track of things. The first one is called the Cards by Christine Offering Overview. That's what this one is. The second one is my class schedule, February through June at the moment, and that's pretty much what this one is. If you want my whole kit and caboodle of the 2024 to have, that's there as well. And then the last chance list for the annual catalog, the spring mini are there. There was an online exclusives release in March. You can go here to find resources like the recipes for the spring mini catalog, sale-a-bration recipes, the holiday mini I have in there. I'll be putting the new 2024 to 25 catalog recipes in there. We've got some color coach charts in here, a carryover list, my used stamp sale guidelines, and a swap recipe form. So all of these are links. So when you click on them, it takes you into a document that you can print off. And for example, this one is a high-level overview of all of the different classes I offer and who they are taught by, and if they can be gotten with an order or if you can pay for them. So like taught by me in person or porch pickup, then the cost, or if you want them mailed. And then over here, and so some classes are order-based, some are fee-based, and some can be either or. And these are all kitted up ones, except for Craft Roulette. I'm a guest crafter on Mary Gunn's Craft Roulette show twice a year. And then when you flip over, I've got non-kitted classes where you can watch and you can get your, use your own supplies, or you could get kits from Stampin' Up! I have other classes that are always available: use stamp sales, DSP samplers, product shares, swapping, my retreats that I do. And then I have a whole section here for different Be Happy Stamper things I do. Okay, so that's a nice little handy dandy document that you can print and have as a little resource. And this document also is a great one. that like it comes out that I don't always have time to get my events calendar populated. So like if you go out to May, not all the classes are out here. But if you look at this document, I have May, 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 May. Like they're all, this document always has everything. And if you go to that 2024 one, hi France Pendleton, sorry, Plamondon. I had a glare on my screen and there's somebody else with a Plamondon. So if you go out here, you might not see everything that's created. Sometimes the other classes don't always get created right away, but if you have this document, it will help you walk through. This document, the last time I updated, I printed off a personal copy for myself on March 22nd, but if you go to my website, I think the date on it is March 3rd. That's still pretty accurate. Just know I'm going to be doing an overhaul of this soon. We just got our hands on the new catalog. Yay, so excited. I got mine, came in the mail today. It arrived, I love it. So I can't open it up. I can only show you the cover. I don't know if I can show you the back cover. I think they said the cover's okay, but front and back should be okay. But I'm super excited this came. And so what we were able to do when we were stuck in the airport for 12 hours is we came up with a list of the classes of what we're gonna do for ink, paper, scissors. Let's just stamp the sweet classes, some order-based classes, some memories and more class. Okay, so everything is kind of like laid out. So I'm going to be taking this information and inserting it into this document. And then on the back side too here, I have like what we're going to do for our monthly classes. We changed this around and I'll be sharing this with you. You guys, the most amazing thing is an erasable pen. So I don't know what the catalog launch party is, but we did sparkling soda for the In Color retirement class, and I have those cards done. They're finished as of noon today. So this is something that you guys, if you want to take a screenshot of it, just so you have reference, this will be all inserted into this document. When I have it updated, you guys will receive an email. I'll update it on my website so you can have access to it. So for those of you that don't get emails from me, that's another thing. You could sign up to get emails so that you know when things happen, like when I have classes and all the good stuff. So, all right, so this is what we're gonna go through momentarily. But people ask, well, how do you get signed up for your classes? You guys, this is my yellow book. Last year's was purple. Honestly, this is how I do keep track of everything. I'm a pen and a paper kind of person. And so I have a book, and you guys, this is where I keep track of all my signups. So like for the MS benefit, we have 67 people signed up. We have spots for 96, and so we have 30 spots left, basically, of the MS. And this helps me know like what I have space left. Like quarterly order base, we're going to 42, and so I have that many left. Like this is how you get signed up. Basically, I write your name in this book. I know it seems kind of archaic, but this is how I've operated with my Stampin' Up! Business, with signing up people since 2016, and I don't know how to move to it being like an online thing, because I need to see it physically in front of me in paper to know who signed up. And if I don't always have that book with me, I hesitate on like replying to you and saying, yep, I got you signed up, because it has happened where I say, yep, I signed you up, and then I don't have my book there, and then I didn't sign you up because I thought I was going to remember to do it. Like in the head, I'm like, oh yeah, remember to, and then I like 10 things happen in the middle and I forget. So if you don't ever get a response from me like right away, it means I don't have my book and I don't want to accidentally miss signing you up. But honestly, that's how I do it. I keep track of it in the book. I keep track of how, if you place an order to get it for free, or how you pay for it, what method you pay. And I have a good system in place that, you know, as soon as an email, a call, a text, anything comes in, it needs to go to my book. Okay, so you can sign up via my website. You could text me, call me, email, however you want to sign up for a class. So if you're seeing a class today, you're like, oh, I'd really like to take that class. All you have to do is tell me, right? And I get your name in the book. And then we figure out, do you place an order to get it for free, or do you want to pay for it? And how do you want to pay for it? And so it's a lot of and in the beginning, it's hard because you're like, well, I want this one and this one and this one. Well, the other thing I like to do is consolidate where I can. And so because we offer so many classes, you guys, I like to do consolidated shipping for you. And because Nan Ryan gave me an erasable pen, I've managed to figure out a way to offer to those people that want monthly shipments at the end of the month, that I'm putting that out there because of this purple pen that's erasable. I can, when you sign up, I can keep track of it in the book that I'm going to mark it a certain way, and then I can always erase that mark and put your kits into like a holding staging area until the end of the month. And so 3 of you have already reached out to me and said, I would rather pay 1 shipping amount at the end of the month versus 3 shippings throughout the month. But some people want their kits right away, right? So as soon as they're ready, we ship them out. So if you're somebody who would like to have their shipments at the end of the month, once everything for the month has been kitted, reach out to me and just say you would like that, and we'll figure out a way to do that and make it happen. And then you just pay shipping once. And as long as you're okay getting the kits at the end of the month and after the class has passed. Generally, though, for those that don't know this, all the kits are generally created at least a week in advance and mailed to you like 6 days before the class, so that you have them in time for those that want to create with me during the class. I understand some people, like, if it would be me, I would want to be at the class getting it done during class, because otherwise I might not ever come back to it. It would sit there in la la land in a bag on my floor for months and months and years. And so if you're like that and you want the kits, like as I do my shipping, usually I do shipping 2 to 3 times a month. We usually ship like Let's Just Stamp and the monthly class together, and anything else around that same time. And then what we'll do is ship again later, like 1 or 2 weeks later, and we'll do like ink, paper, scissors, the sweet class, and Rose's technique class. And then any ad hoc classes that we do kind of either squeeze into one or the other. And potentially if we do classes at the end of the month, we would ship that one separately. So 2 to 3 shipments a month is usually what we do. And yeah, so like that's a little bit in a nutshell. I know that that announcement is new. I mentioned that a couple weeks ago, or maybe a week ago, about being able to consolidate. And so I like to save you guys shipping, and I like to save shipping myself. So, all right. So purple pens that are erasable are amazing. You guys are my favorite pen in the world. And Nan, well, like she knew it when she sent that to me. It was amazing. So, hi, Sandy, Coy, Emery. Sherry Pyre does a wonderful job promoting important benefits. There are more and more people being diagnosed with, oh yes, in his 20s, and he has MS. Please, oh, thank you. Okay, so Sherry Pyre, who just wrote that comment, and Cheryl Taylor and a couple other gals worked together to create the cards and design the cards for the MS benefit. When I went down to Florida, they surprised me and had them all designed already, and it was amazing. And so we have 30 spots, I think is what I saw, left, and I will show those cards. They're on a pile back here. I will show them momentarily in this live so you guys can see them. We planned for 96, and we're very hopeful that we fill all those spots before the benefit. And so thanks for sharing and liking Sandy Coy Emery. I appreciate it. And so yes, I have a few people that are on my team, the Be Happy Stampers, that were diagnosed with MS. My sister-in-law, Linnea, is also she is diagnosed with MS. There's a couple sidelines, other demonstrators. It's just whatever we can raise to support the to help find a cure is what we're trying for. So, and then in the fall, you guys were going to be donating for the Wounded Warrior benefit. So that benefit. All right, Wounded Warrior Project is where the funds are going to in October. So, all right, you guys ready to get started? I'm ready. I'm so excited. You can tell I have lots of energy today. Oh, the days that I have energy are good. Yesterday, I had not so much energy. I think it caught up with me from being gone to, I'm trying to get it so you guys don't have to see my lap there. Oh, they're perfect. It finally caught up with me, you guys, yesterday. We got back from Houston from an overextended stay, missing our flight, being stuck in Charlotte. And then with the Kitting Up 2,000 cards, and we had the used stamp sale last week with the small business showcase. Yesterday morning hit me like a ton of bricks, and I was exhausted. I was completely exhausted. I took a 3-hour nap, you guys, yesterday, and I needed that. I completely needed that. My body told me, you're going to shut down. And so I got 3 hours of sleep last night. I went to bed at 9 o'clock last night, you guys. I have not gone to bed at 9 o'clock in probably 4 years. Maybe once in the middle, but I can't remember the last time. I went to bed at 9 and I slept till 9. I slept 12 hours without getting up. Okay, so I have lots of energy for you guys today. And that's good because we got class tonight later too. Okay, so I just wanted to call out too, the last chance lists are out there for you guys. This sale starts, I believe, on April. Oh, you guys almost can change the calendar here. It's getting close. April 8th or 9th is when the last chance list, the sales go live. And these are while supplies last. I have this sitting here because I just want to tease you a little bit, only in a good way, just to show you what colors are coming our way for the new ink colors. I got my new product purchase premiere order, and this is what I'm going to be working on next, is working on designing the new catalog launch party in color class for you guys, and it's going to be featuring these amazing colors. These are the new gems that we're going to use, and so this is on our radar to get designing in the neck. These colors are so pretty. So, okay, just a little teaser. Not much of a teaser, but just a small teaser just to show you what's coming your way in May for the launch class. Okay, so I got that done. Let's move this over here. All right, so we'll save the happy mail for the end. I will not forget to do this because I have some beautiful cards to share with you. Hi, Karen Wetstein. Oh, I looked exhausted. Okay, so Diane Bogenhagen's words were, "You look a little pale." And I'm like, oh, that's probably because I'm white. So I'm a white girl from Wisconsin. But I looked especially pale and white. So it did, like, I fell asleep. I think my parents were over for dinner last night with Tyler. We had like a nice little fish fry because it was a Wednesday. Burgers and Beignets here in town had a fish fry. They do on Wednesdays during Lent. And so I fell asleep. They left at 8:30 and I fell asleep on the couch at 9 o'clock. And Tyler just let me be there. I slept on the couch the entire night. I woke up only a couple times just to see that I had two cats laying on me. Tigger literally sleeping with his fat head facing me. He was like 6 inches, just like, yep, mom's sleeping. I'm going to sleep on her. And then Hunky was on my left side, just like hunkered into my arm. And I'm like, okay, I got two cats that are sleeping on me. That's good. And then I fell back asleep. But yes, I was exhausted, you guys. It's been nonstop since. And so I looked really probably like not good last night. But you know what? We keep going. And Angelique got erasable pens and they are a game changer. Oh my goodness, I agree. Okay, you guys, I'm a little crazy today because I got sleep. Can you tell? Monthly classes. So this sheet shows how like the different classes. Where did my sheet go? Here, like, so what we're going to do is we're going to walk through like the monthly classes. Let's Just Stamp, the Technique Club class suite, ink, paper, scissors. We have a quarterly order base coming up. We do have game night, and that's what I have to share with you. And the MS benefits, an extra in April. We got lots to share. So we're going to start with the monthly class, you guys. This was my core class. If you want to think back to the beginning of time of me, I started doing classes for people other than myself, like outside of like my own stamping. I started doing classes. And it started with this monthly class in like 2016. It's always 3 different stamp sets, and they can be bundles, they could be single stamp sets, and they could be male, like feminine, masculine, kids. Like, it's my time to just do whatever I want. I try to keep them so they're not all ladylike because I would do everything flowers. I love flowers. So and then I noticed there are 2 flower cards this time, but we have this one, which is the beach card, which could be for kids or for anybody. It's all occasion. And this one, so the monthly class for you guys in April, it's coming up soon. It's April 8th. Whoa. Oh, and we're kidding. Whoa. Okay, I just realized something. It's, okay, for online community, it's the 11th. Okay, good. I was like, we're kidding those up like 3 days before. Okay, so for you guys, April 8th is in person. I do it at 1 o'clock or 6 for in-person peeps. And then I have it on a Saturday, the 20th of April. And then for you guys online that want to get kits mailed to you, it's April 11th. And for this one, it features Beach Day. And Beach Day is this stamp set. But what do you need from the stamp set? All we used was a sentiment. And if you don't want to buy this stamp set, just know that my die cutters have already die cut. We're ready to kit this one up, actually. Tammy and her mom, Sandy, die cut all of the pieces for this. Wishing you a beautiful day. We do have the surfboard in the back, but if you don't have this stamp set, don't feel obligated to buy it. You could easily interchange it with the sentiments out with something else that you own. So that's Beach Day. And the other ones are, this one's an Everyday Details. That is from the Spring Mini. So both of these are from the Spring Mini. I absolutely love the frames that are part of this, and I'm excited that this is actually carrying over to the new annual catalog, which I thought is super awesome. Now, if you don't have Everyday Details, this stamp right here, you're going to get this piece of white, and you can stamp anything else in there. It doesn't have to be this pot. I love when you guys share what you're using. So for like the Lovely and Sweet Nature Sweetness class last week, a lot of you said, oh, I had the Good Morning Magnolia set from a couple years ago. Boom, that was awesome. And then all of a sudden one person sees that and they say, oh, I have that set, I could use that set. And then you want the kits because you know what stamps you could use. So this is something where you will need your own something to go in the middle and a sentiment. But this little die cut will be for you, done already. And I've got the stamp set is featured on the inside as well. And like all the die cutting is this is all die cut ready for you as well. So that's everyday details. And then the last one is one of the online exclusives that's called Encircled in Nature. And what you need for this one is some sort of a sentiment and then some sort of floral. This does come from the stamp set here, but do you have something else that you could put along the edge there to fill it in so that you have something for your ribbon to adhere on the back side of too. So you'd need Lost Lagoon ink here. This one we used basic gray and colored pencils, and this one used pecan pie, but you could easily stamp any color to match that. So these are the 3 cards for the monthly class, and this one's free with a $50 order, or you could pay the fee. The class fee is $17 for in-person or porch pickup, or it's $23 to have it mailed, because the shipping is usually like $5 plus the envelope, and so that's why we come up with $6 for shipping. All right, so that's the monthly class, April 11th. All right, then let's go to Let's Just Stamp. So over here we have Let's Just Stamp. So Diane Bogenhagen and I have teamed up. She's on my team. She's very creative, and we love designing cards together. So she helps with this class because she also, in addition to designing, she helps teach the in-person version. So this is the Be My Valentine, is the stamp set that is featured, but we absolutely tried to stay away from doing anything Valentine-y looking, right? Because Valentine's Day is already 2 months ago. So we tried to do non-Valentine's-y. For the in-person, you could do this with Diane on April 16th, or for me, I'm doing it online at 1 on April 15th, so about 3 weeks from now. We generally try to stay away from die cutting or embossing, but we did have a hard time not embossing because there's an embossing folder from Stampin' Up! That is called the Hive 3D embossing folder. It is retired. It's officially like not current, but how can you not use that embossing folder with this B class? And so we made the executive decision, because we can, to use that embossing folder. So, and it's okay because anybody who gets kits, we will do the embossing for you. So you're already going to get it embossed, so you don't have to worry about having that embossing folder. Hi Lois, good afternoon to you. You caught me live, yay! So yes, we did use a retired product, which you guys, I know you don't have a problem with that because it helped to make the card even more amazing. And so all 3 of these are actually fun folds for Let's Just Stamp. And they do use the little lines from the B here and some honeycomb. This one uses Memento ink, but anything punched is already punched for you, and anything embossed is already embossed. And this one's super awesome. It's a little bookmark that is tucked in here, so like super cool. Using Sweet Sorbet for this one. You'll get some designer series paper with the bees here, and this then opens like this. And today is all about you. Happy birthday comes from Thoughtful Expressions, and we use, I think, Granny Apple for the stem there. Super cool, but you'll do a little fun fold here. And again, that is the Softly Stippled, another just recently retired embossing folder, but it matched perfectly with it because of the like little stitching dots they pulled in from over here. So another one, and then this one's an easel card. And so this pops up like this, and it's like a tag on the card, and then it pops up. So your Let's Just Stamp is technically a fun fold class because it's 3 different folds. This one uses Memento ink again on the B and the sentiment, and you'll need some sort of like a little stapler or somehow to attach the ribbon to. We took a little baby stapler and stapled that on, but again, that uses that 3D Hive embossing folder. And I need to make a note because I realized that I don't know if I have we're getting this class up on Tuesday, you guys, and I just was thinking, do I have enough epoxy hearts and like those flowers for class? Oops, I might not. So I gotta make sure I get them. So, all right, so that's Let's Just Stamp. Let's Just Stamp is free with a $50 order, or you can get it paid, you could pay for it too, like outright, $17 or $23 mail. Now, if you decide you want both of these classes, right, we do plan to kit them up at the same time. Let me know you want both, and I take $4 off for shipping for the consolidation. So it's not $6 to ship and $6 to ship. It would be $6 for the core class and then $2 extra, so you save $4. for shipping if you want both of them. So it's always a little nice to be able to consolidate. So that's Be My Valentine. And so again, in person with Diane or online with me. Let's move over to the Sweet Bundle class for April. This one features the Perennial Lavender Sweet, which is including 2 stamp sets. One's Perennial Postage, and then the other's Painted Lavender. So if you don't have these, I like to show you the cards and you can figure out what you have at home that would work. If you don't have these words, what words do you have that would fit? And if you don't have a couple of these stamps, what could you use, right? That's always the question you guys need to answer. I always want for you to use what you have, buy what you love. So if you don't love these stamp sets and don't want them, but you love the cards that I made, what could you use, right? All right, so let's show you the cards. I'm teaching this in person on the 17th, which is a Wednesday, on a Saturday the 20th, and then your online class is going to be the 18th of April. 2 of these are fun folds. Now, you'll probably recognize them because I have been loving the mystery cards and the Share, Create, Inspire cards that you guys have been doing. And Deb Norman's not watching right now, but she did inspire me with this one. And Mary Lemke further inspired it because she picked this off my board. This was a swap card from Deb Norman that I received probably last summer. And amazing card, amazing layout, right? So this is called Casing a Card. So Mary Lemke's like, you should use this layout for the next mystery card night in March. And so we did. This is the card. So for this one, you will get this little postage stamp. You'll need a sentiment, and we stamped it in Gorgeous Grape. And then your butterfly will come all ready for you. Like you'll need to sponge some ink on it, but it's the accents. You'll get a paper butterfly accent. But over here, you'll see the lavender, right? And one's stamped in Gorgeous Grape, one's in Highland Heather, and then your leaves or your stems are in Lost Lagoon. And so what can you use if you don't have that and you don't have the lavender? You will get some white paper big enough to use for the stamps that I used, but then you can always put whatever you want instead. All right, so there's one. Again, sentiments and some sort of a lavender. And that is a fun fold. Now this one, you guys might recognize it. It is one of the escape cards. That beach card was too. So we pulled those in. So this one, you just need a sentiment. We stamped it in Early Espresso, and probably looks a little bit dark. I'm trying to figure out the lighting just to make it like not quite look so dark, but I'm trying to figure that out. So a little sentiment, and again, the lavender, we stamped that primarily on the inside. This one you guys will recognize as being the mystery card night for, I think it was for February. So you need a sentiment here, and then we've got a sentiment here, and then your butterfly is already going to be, it's one of those accents, and then you need something on the inside. And sometimes I got glue and I want to get that off. All right, so there it is. So this one, again, you just need sentiments and something if you want stamped on the side there for your foliage. The last one, all you need is a sentiment, and we have your Simply Marvelous, and you need some sponging on the butterflies. So that the accent butterflies, you get 5 on a sheet, and we designed the class so that 5 of the butterflies got used between all 4 of the cards. So 2 went on this one, and then 1 went on each of the other cards. So you guys are in essence getting a whole sheet of those paper butterflies, and they're just going to be interspersed in each of the kits. So you need a sentiment for this and something to stamp on as a focal image. We don't like naked insides or naked envelopes, and so whatever you have for the inside. So hopefully that shows you that you don't necessarily need to have this, but what could you have? And this class is a $20 class for in-person or porch pickup, or $26 mailed. Again, that $6 is always the shipping for a class that doesn't contain product. All right, so that's the Perennial Lavender Sweet class. Let's go over here, and we're gonna go to ink, paper, scissors. All right, so ink, paper, scissors is tonight. And I didn't bring, I'll just go grab the stamp set really quick. Just one moment, you guys. Tigger. My bigger Tigger. My buddy, he's so cute. Okay, so Thoughtful Expressions, ink, paper, scissors is the class tonight. So this is the March ink, paper, scissors. And I'm saying this to you guys because I believe I have 3 left of this class. I have 3 and Diane has 2 actually. So we have 5 left of this class and then it's gone. We already kitted up 8 extra. So we We've already kitted up extra, so we're not planning to kit more. So once those 5 are gone, they're gone. And you guys will love these cards. When you see them tonight, I think you're going to be like, oh man, these are awesome. So Thoughtful Expressions is not carrying over to the new, the stamp set's carrying over, but apparently the dies are not carrying over. I just was seeing that in the chatter today. Hopefully they have I don't know. If they have another stock of dies coming in, and if it comes in before the catalog retires, they might be putting it out there. And if it doesn't, I don't know. But we're hopeful that they will carry it over until the inventory runs out. The stamps that got used for this class that I'm doing tonight are these three, and then the words. And then there's a shaker card. So we got a faker shaker card for this class. Oh man, this is going to wake Tigger up. He loves the little gemsies. And then this is a real shaker card. And we're making these tonight. And again, there's 5 left. You would need some sort of a focal image on the side here, and then a sentiment. And then a sentiment and the hummingbird. But you could always make this and not put the hummingbird on. It would look fine. This one has the flower and the hummingbird. And this one has a little foliage here and a label with a sentiment. So these are ink, paper, scissors. The ink, paper, scissors series is $32 for porch pickup or in person, or $39 mailed. It's a little, $7 for shipping on this class because it includes the product. So it weighs a little bit more. This is March's. And then for April, we have the set here, Hot Air Balloon. Is featured lighter than air, basically. And with this one, you'll get the baker's twine and the little ink, these little gems. They're always full of cat fur, you guys. I don't know how that happens. Oh, it sticks everywhere. Yeah, cat fur everywhere. So this one features this stamp set in the designer series paper. It's pretty cool. Again, look at what you need for sentiments. Just a sentiment on your banner here. And then when you open this up, these all have the double matting on the inside. So you need some sentiments. And all that die cutting is done. The embossing is done. So you need a sentiment for this one. This one, there's a background stamp back here that's in like a pool party, but you could use anything you wanted. I think that came from Wild Ferns. This is Pecan Pie. It's a fun fold. So when you open it up, it goes like that. I like these kind of folds. Mary Lemke made me a blanket I like a real physical blanket that opens like that. This one, you need a sentiment here. All that die cutting is done for you. And that's in Flirty Flamingo. And then we have another little fun fold. It's a gatefold. And then your little balloons pop up like that. So you'll get 3 balloons to put together. And then you'll use, we love it. We braided the baker's twine. And then this one opens up like this and like that. So you need some sentiments. The sentiments, Fresh Freesia, I believe. And it's from a set called Softly Stippled, maybe. Or Stippled Roses is where that came from. So this is ink, paper, scissors for next month. You guys, I really need anybody that wants to take this class to please let me know, like, soon. Because the product that is part of this, I don't think is carrying over. And I don't want to run out for anybody that wants to take the class. At the moment, I believe we already have about 44 people signed up. We were planning for 72, but if I know that we need more, like if more get signed up than 72, like knowing ahead of time is always amazing. So people ask, well, can I sign up for some stuff now, even though it's not for like a month and a half from now? Yes, you guys, if you tell me you want to take every ink, paper, scissors class for the rest of the year, I put your name down. And I have about 15 people who told me that so that they don't risk not getting the class because they always want it. And so if you know you like a certain series of a class, oh yeah, I want to do Let's Just Stamp for the rest of the year, I can put your name in. I can easily erase it if you try, like if you change your mind. We're stampers. We can change our minds, you guys. So, yes, I know, Holly, it doesn't make sense. I think you're talking about the Thoughtful Expressions. That stamp set is carrying over for sure because it's listed in the new book. But the dies are more amazing than the stamp set. And those dies have awesome labels. Hi, Ruth Nicholson. You love the cards that are showing today. Yay! So good. All right, so that's ink, paper, scissors. For you guys, tonight again is the one for Poetic Expressions. And then for April, it's the 22nd. It's a Monday, not a Thursday. There's a reason for that. I think Kelly's doing Paper Pumpkin on Thursday because I leave for the Stampin' Up! Incentive trip to Mexico. I leave like that Friday. So I think that's why I chose not to have my class on Thursday. I think that's what's happening. Yeah, Kelly's got Paper Pumpkin, and then I leave the next morning at like 3 a.m. for Mexico. So we swapped around a little bit. Oh man, I might even have this wrong. Hang on. hang on. The in color class is on the, hang on. Do I have some dates wrong? Hang on. Let me just see this really quick. I just said it was Monday, April 22nd. But I have an in color class on the 22nd. Oh man, we didn't catch that. I'll have to figure out when this in color class. Oh, ink, paper, scissors live. I changed mine to the 24th. So this is wrong, you guys. If you have this sheet, this should actually be the 24th. Ink, paper, scissors live is the 24th, right? And for those that are curious when I'm doing my next showcase, you can mark your calendar down. It looks like I have it I have it pegged for 2:30 on the 24th of April is when I'm doing the next showcase for the May cards, okay? In case you're wondering, for inquiring minds that want to know, April 24th at 2:30 is the showcase for May. This ink, paper, scissors is on the 24th. I'm glad we looked that up. All right. Technique Club class. Let's talk about that. So every month, I do 2 classes with Rose Coleman from Canada. So if you're in Canada and would like kits mailed to you for 2 classes, she's doing the Perennial Lavender, which I just showed. So talk to Rose if you want those cards. And she also does a technique class that she teaches, and she just shared her cards with me. They're called Ice Cream Swirl, and she's featuring a re-inker spread. So let me show you the cards here that she created. Now, I don't have a cover photo, and this is all I have to show, and I'm going to see if you guys can see. I'm going to try to zoom in here. So she's featuring the ice cream swirl, and then the re-inker spread is what she's doing. So there's the second card, and then that is what the re-inker spread technique is all about, which she's going to teach you. But those are the 3 cards. This class is free with a $50 order using the host code, and it's called a Technique Club class. Hi, Connie Moore. Meaning it can be a club if you want it to be, but if you just want this set of cards for this month, you can just get the set of cards. For me, if you do this class 10 months in a row consecutively without missing a month, like you're in a club with yourself, you earn host rewards with me. $75 and a half off item if you do 10 consecutive months in a row. If you miss a month or you take a couple months off, it starts over. And at the moment, we have host rewards. And so we're going to continue. I'm going to continue doing this club, and I will have to transition, or I'm already talking with Rose, how are we going to handle the transition? There will be a transition when it comes time, when they take the host rewards away at the current moment of like how they have it, where it's changing. So when they change it, we'll have a plan in place. But until then, you guys, we're not going to think about how we're going to change it until like we don't have a plan quite yet. And so as long as we still have host rewards, as of right now, doing 10 months in a row, you get the $75 and a half off item. And you guys, I'm so excited because over the course of the last, like since October, people have been hitting their 10 months. And so that's super cool. So anybody can sign up for this class. It's always free with a $50 order though. It's not a class you can pay to get from me. All right. Because I honor what Rose does. Okay. So you guys saw that. There's also, on this side, let's go back here, mystery card night. I want to follow back here, you guys. It's on April 15th. So if you want to get on mystery card night, I haven't figured out what the layout is quite yet, but once I have clue 1 ready, I will share that with you. How mystery card works is I give you a clue, which includes the sizes and measurements for designer paper or pattern paper and regular cardstock, and then we put it together as a group. And I am excited because you guys share your creations with us, and you can use whatever you have at home for your supplies. And I always encourage you to use stuff that you've bought that you haven't used yet, because you know you have it. I know because I am a crafter and I buy things and sometimes I don't use them. So I always challenge you to pull out that stamp set or pull out that designer paper or pattern paper, something that you haven't used yet, and use it. Or use those embellishments that you've been hoarding or collecting, right? Or whatever you are afraid to use it, because they make more stuff every day, right? So don't be afraid to use your things. Okay, so that's the mystery card class. Another class that we do on a monthly basis that doesn't involve kits is called Share, Create, Inspire. And so Debbie Lindauer has, she has her recipe card for me. We're going to do Debbie's, and get this, you guys, we're so ahead of the game. We were so late in the game 1 month, and now we're caught up again. So we have, this is for April, and then we have for the month of May, we have Eileen. Hodek Hayward has one for May for me. And I literally just got in the mail, I got the recipe card here from Jeannie Parker. And Jeannie, we're going to help you out. She wrote them up on a piece of paper, and we're helping her put them on the recipe card. But we have, my helper's helping with that. So you guys, we have April, May, and June for the recipe card. If you want to submit a recipe to me, it's pretty easy to do it. What you would do is just go to my events calendar, like look on the calendar here where Share, Create, Inspire is. So like, let's say it's April 10th. So go to April 10th, click on the class, and then there's a form. It says click here to be taken to the form. And all you have to do is fill out this form, this registration form, and I'll mail you a recipe card, or I'll hand deliver it to you if I see you in Houston, like I did with Lisa LaFramboise. Or if you're here local to me, you can always pick it up. But anybody can submit a recipe for the Share, Create, Inspire card class. All right, we talked about ink, paper, scissors. Let's just stamp. Okay, let's do games and prizes. So in April, we have Lucky Hand and Game Night. Lucky Hand is the in-person version. Hi, Andy Acquisto. Lucky Hand is the in-person version, and Game Night is what I call the online version. They're the same cards, and this time we are featuring, now that's my hair, we are featuring Good Feelings with the Just Kiddin' Designer Series paper. So for those of you that have been receiving your kits, I am bamboozling you because I told you we weren't going to be using the Just Kiddin' stamp set, but we're still using the Just Kiddin' paper. And so you're getting this paper and you're like, wait, I don't want the kids. It's okay, you guys, you don't have to have kids if you don't want kids. You're using the other side of the paper for the class, right? So featuring 5 cards instead of what is it? Instead of 4. And that's because there were 5 different versions of sentiments on here. And we used the 5 different patterns of paper. Now there's one piece that is not going to get used, and you guys can just make something pretty with it later in life. I couldn't figure out doing a 6 card with that piece of paper because it would not be the same for everybody. It was a pattern paper that was just, it was different. You'll know when you see it, and hopefully you can make something pretty. Features Memento Ink, Berry Burst, Moody Mauve, Azure, Afternoon, and Peacock. And if you don't have the Good Feeling stamp set, you're going to get this piece. And what do you want to stamp for a sentiment? And they're very versatile, all occasion cards. On the insides, we have a piece of designer paper that basically got cut from your designer paper you're going to get. You're going to get a roll of the ribbon, the little foil champagne gems, and then you'll get a quarter pack of the Kitten Around paper or Just Kitten paper. And again, you guys know there were 2 people that have said, oh, I'd be okay with kid cards. But if nobody else wanted kid cards, there's no reason for me to create a class that only 2 people, for the 2 people. But with this one, I'm excited because we already have about 25 people, 25 to 28 people signed up. I think I have about 6 left for this class in case anybody wants to get signed up. So it's kind of like an ink, paper, scissors, but we add $5 onto everybody's registration for this class. That $5 times however many people sign up is what I use to buy the prizes. And I generally have used pre-order product. So I will have to see how it goes because generally I get about 55 people or 60 people that sign up for this class, and that gives me about $250, which is about a $50 bundle. And I always give away bundles from the new catalog, which I got the bundles during my pre-order. But the thing is, we only have, at the moment, like maybe 25 people signed up. So my budget is not as much. So we'll have to see how I work out the prizes. But the prizes will be, I'm just trying to do math here, 25 times 5 is 100. So like I have $125 worth of money to use for prizes. And that's about $25 for a prize. And that's maybe I'll break it up. Maybe it'll be a stamp set and then a dies. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But that's how the game night works. So it's basically like an ink, paper, scissors, but $5 more. So I can use that money to like get some prizes for you guys to have for playing the games of lucky numbers. So so I have about maybe 6 left for that one. All right, perfect, Debbie Gast. If we end up getting a lot more people signed up, then definitely it's going to be like if we get around 40 people, I'll just go for it and we'll do the 5 bundles, and they will be all bundles from the new catalog, which the only way you would have these is if you went to Onstage and were part of the premiere. So yay. All right. Game night is next week, Thursday, though, for those that want to know. It says on the schedule that there's 4 cards, but it really is 5 cards. We have game night is on the 4th, which is next Thursday, and Kelly will be here with me helping for that. And then Lucky Hand is on Wednesday night in person. So, and I think I have 3 signed up for that. Okay, so that's game night and YouTube. Almost forgot about the YouTube. Well, I'm glad you're here now, Connie. Okay, kit classes. So every month, Stampin' Up! Has been coming out with 2 new kits, and I always do a kit class showing off the kits. Last week we did it. It was the Frogs and Friends, and those little cup thing, like the little flippy things, were all my mom came in and Diane came in, and they're like, "Oh, these are super cool." So I gave mine to Diane so that she could share them with her grandkids, and my mom took 2 so that she can share them with my nieces and nephew. They're perfect to use for Easter this weekend, and hopefully it'll entertain the kids for a little while, or until they break them. I don't know, one of the 2 things. And so you guys, those kits are still available. And then once I see what the kit is for April, or the 2 kits are for April, we'll have another email that shows what those kits are. And I'll be doing that class with you guys on April 12th. Yay, you're getting me live, Dot. Yay! All I've seen today. I think you have some left of the hummingbird. I'd like to have one. Yes, Dot Gardner. If you would like that hummingbird class, it's the ink, paper, scissors. So when you reach out to me, just tell me you want March ink, paper, scissors for, it's Poetic Expressions is the name of it. Okay, so paper pumpkin, you guys. You can see in the back counter here, I've got 5 paper pumpkins available for the month of April. The class is on Monday. Kelly's teaching it. I'm so sorry, I said it wrong. Blech. March's paper pumpkin class is April 1st, which is this coming Monday. Okay, so April 1st, Kelly's teaching the paper pumpkin class. I have 5 left for March. For April, the paper pumpkin class is on April 25th. So technically you guys are gonna get 2 paper pumpkin classes in 1 month. It's just because we ran out of days of the week and the month basically for March. And so March's is the 1st, and then I've got my paper pumpkin sitting here for Kelly so that she has one set off to the side. For March, it's called Memorable Meadows. And it, if you go to my website, you can see like what it includes. I believe here, it's always out here, you guys, in case you ever want to know what the paper pumpkin includes. They've been doing good at telling us ahead of time what it might be. So when you go to April 1st, you can see it's 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs with coordinating envelopes. You get a free stamp set with this one because they celebrate the paper pumpkin anniversary. And it coordinates with the Meandering Meadows Suite, has your coordinating colors. It has pre-cut vellum pieces and wood embellishments. So that is on my events calendar. I always try to put in there what each one includes. All right, so that's pumpkin. So we've done all of these. Okay, my beginner's class at Burgers and Beignets is April 17th, and I usually pick 2 cards that have already been designed that I don't do more designing. And I don't know. I think we picked out one. I don't know if we've picked them out yet, so we'll do that in a bit. There's things going on in April for my team. We have our team gathering. So if you are on my team, the Be Happy Stampers, this is like a little sticker I give to all my new team members, and they are so excited to get that. It's like a little bumper sticker. And so my team gathering, I call it a team gathering. We get together once a quarter. Generally, my team, in case you're wondering, there are a lot of amazing discount shoppers and hobbyists. And I maybe have there's about 133 people on the team now, which is amazing, between 1st, 2nd, and 3rd level. And there's maybe about 10 people, 10 to 12, maybe 15, that are actively doing things like classes or gatherings on a regular basis. So the majority of my team are happy discount shoppers or hobbyists, people who shop for themselves to get a discount. And they've told me they don't want to get together monthly. Like generally, I ask at every meeting, do you guys want to get together more often? And from the beginning, we've always done quarterly meetings where we do recognition for birthdays, anniversaries, milestones. What have you accomplished? Have you hit your quick start? Have you promoted to silver or bronze elite? It's my way of recognizing and sharing excitement on the team. And so we do our meetings quarterly. And so we always do them the quarters are like January through March. And so we do the meeting in April, and then it's April through June. We do the meeting in July. And so we always we've got it to the point where we always are meeting after the month after the quarter ends. And it's a gathering, and we go over any announcements and updates. And if we're lucky, we have somebody on the team that wants to demonstrate and show something. And sometimes we don't have that, but we always have some make and takes and all that good stuff. Hi, Catherine Healy. Perfect, Holly. I appreciate appreciate that. Your paper pumpkin mailed out 2 days ago already, just so you know. They're gonna, like, the pumpkin and the checks will cross paths. And so we have a team gathering for those on my team. It's April 7th. And then we also have, right before that, we're gonna be celebrating sale-a-bration. It's done, and my team had the opportunity to earn auction bucks, B-bucks or auction bucks, and we're going to be doing a team auction where I have lots of prizes that people who did things throughout Sale-a-bration have auction bucks, and they can bid, and I auction off prizes. And so that team auction is right beforehand. So in case I need to work on that, I got to tell people how many auction bucks they have. That's a good note to do, you guys. I got to get everybody their auction, how much they get for their auction bucks. Okay. Other than that, in April, I also have a sale-a-bration celebration. For if you're on my team as a silver or above, I have a sale-a-bration celebration. It's right now on the schedule for the 14th, which is a Sunday, but I just got invited to a friend's son's birthday party, and I'd like to go to it. And so I might be considering switching the date on that. I just need to check with people who are going to be coming and see if we can find a different date. But you guys, it's important to do the family stuff too, right? So I can't let my business run. I do a lot already. And so when I get invited to a birthday party for a friend's child, I want to be able to be present for them. So I might be changing that. What else? We have extra classes in April, and I want to share with you what they are. So I have a few more things just to share with you of upcoming classes in April. So we're almost done though. Maybe, I don't know, you guys, I always say that. So we kind of hit upon the MS benefit. Registration for the MS benefit is $30, and of that, $23 gets donated. The other $7 is to buy the supplies. And with that, you can either make the 5 cards, or you could get them made for you, or you can attend in person and make them themselves by you. And these are the 5 cards that Sherry and Cheryl and their team worked up for us, which is awesome. And so here's the fluffiest friends. So a bear goes on here. This one is a sentiment, goes here. Here you would probably want a strawberry or something on the top. This features ice cream swirl, the hot air balloons, fluffiest friends, the Be My Valentine, and this is a sentiment that is from one of these sets. I'm trying to think which one it is, but I can't remember. And some white ink here. Now, for an extra $5, you could make an extra $5 donation, and all of the $5 goes to the MS Foundation, and you're going to get one of these Meandering Meadows papers in the background. There's like 12 to choose from, and you'll get one of them. And you can stamp anything you want on here, or I think for those that want theirs made up, I'm going to reach out to you to find out if you want the card made and maybe you stamp your own sentiment on there, because you may want something different. I already talked to my mom. My mom's like, so my mom gave me $35 for her set of cards, and she's like, I want mine to be something different. I'm like, that's fine, Mom. We can stamp whatever we want on yours. So if you're getting your cards made up, I might be reaching out to you to find out if you want something specific on there. So this is $35 for all 6 plus $6 for shipping. And these will be ready to mail out soon. Again, that's the MS benefit cards. And then we have our quarterly order-based class that's coming up next week on the 5th. Diane's doing it in person at 10, and I'm doing it in person at 2, online at 2. It features the wild ferns along with the Flight and Airy Sale-a-bration paper that just retired from Sale-a-bration time. It's okay. We saved it aside and knew that we were going to use it for this, because you guys will get a full 6x6 sheet of each one of the patterns, and you'll do your own cutting. And I believe I have about, I think I mentioned, about 15 left for this. Now, because it's an order-based class only, we started doing this about 2 years ago because it helps Diane and me finish our quarters as strong as possible from a sales perspective. So you may be a person who takes classes with me but never places an order to get a class for free. You always pay for them, but sometimes because you want all my classes, you put in a $50 order, and I so greatly appreciate that. It helps, and same with Diane. It helps her finish her quarter as strong as possible, and for me to finish mine. All you need are sentiments. All you need is love, right? Sentiments on these. We featured wild fern sentiments, but if you don't have wild ferns, you could definitely get by with any other stamp set that has words. These birds are part of your designer paper as well, so that should match pretty close. So again, any orders that we get are always so greatly appreciated. And this is the order-based class that you can only get free with an order. And then I just wanted to share with you the trusty tools. This is what I'm doing tomorrow at 1 o'clock. It's a Stamp-a-Stack, and I had mentioned earlier on in the live, I forgot to send the email about it. And we decided that after we sent the email, that 3 people instantaneously said, I want the class, which was awesome. We decided we're making up 12 more of this one. So I think we're down to 9 now. So if anybody still wants to get in on the trusty tools, just know we're kitting up 12 more between now and Monday. They could mail out next week. And so you would just need sentiments. All the tools are provided for you in the designer series paper. I don't think that we lost our number 1. I think number 1 is that one. And I had these all numbered. I bet number 5 is that one. But sentiments. All you guys need are sentiments for this class. And then the tools are what are the main focal feature of all of these. So like a couple people were mentioning. Oh, very good. Sherry Pyre just said for you is from Heartfelt Hexagons. I would not have remembered that. I did because we've already made up all those cards for the 18 that need their cards made, but completely forgot. So I sent you a text today. If you, I do, Connie Moore. We have plenty of the wild ferns. I think we have at least 15 left of the wild ferns. So if those of you that were watching early on mentioned that they were cutting their tools apart for class tomorrow night. There is a lot of fussy cutting for the tools, but these are the 14 unique layouts for this class. And I will be making all 14. I don't know how long it's going to take you guys, but we're going to make sure we ate something, we drank something, and we went to the bathroom before we have class tomorrow because we're cutting all of our designer paper and then we're putting 14 cards together. Yep, we're doing it. So it might be a speedy class because I think after 3 hours I'm usually spent. This class is $68 mailed, or if you want porch pickup, it's $55. Okay, so that's that one. Let me just see what else we have here. Oh, there's one more extra. This is hot off the press. It doesn't even have gems on it yet. This is what we ended up doing in color retirement party and class. 5 cards, $23 or $29 mailed, or it's free with a $35 order at class. Features the 5, sad to say, retiring ink cards. We are featuring Simply Sparkling. The only thing we really used from it are birthday wishes, and then the fruit go on the inside. So on the outside, though, is just a sentiment. And what we did is we did a mixing and matching of, I hate the glare on there. We did a mixing and a matching of, let's go like that, of all the different ink colors. So be prepared for the tools class tomorrow. Exactly. You guys have the ability to go to the bathroom and still continue to watch while I'm stamping, but I can't get up and do that so easily. So these are what we've got for you guys. We did a little mixing and matching. We have Sweet Sorbet, Starry Sky. I finally learned that it's Starry Sky and not Starry Night. After 2 years, you guys, think it would take, I always thought it was Starry Night. And then we were talking at Onstage how Stampin' Up! Always names their ink pads and ink colors like the same first letters, like Starry Sky and Orchid Oasis and Parakeet Party and Sweet Sorbet and Tahitian Tide, right? So I always thought it was Starry Night. And if I would have remembered that, like, it's the first letters are always the same, I would always remember that it's Starry Sky. I even wrote Starry Night on my drawer with all my paper because I thought it was Starry Night. Okay, so this is what we have for you. And we feature all the different fruit. So we've got the lime one here. We put the lime with the coconut, and you know, my mom always says that, you put the lime with the coconut. All right, so we've got a lime, and we did a lime here, only because we wanted to feature Parakeet Party. Now, you know what I was thinking? That would look super cool in yellow. But I don't know, do we do it in yellow? I think that we tried to feature Parakeet Party because we used that Parakeet Party textured paper. We got the cherries and the peach. Now this peach here is actually from the new cardstock Peach Pie. And then we've got a strawberry, and that wants to wiggle, wiggle, wiggle with it. And then we've got, you know, the lime. So that's what we got. So yes, my gals are already working on these little intricate little pieces for you. Everything embossed will be embossed. And we've got tasteful, I want to say tasteful textiles, but the hashtag 3D folder, and then the basics with the dots. And then the designer paper is going to be, sometimes you'll get the stripies and sometimes you'll get the dots. It's interchangeable for us. So that's what we've got. So that's the in color retirement. The ribbon is the in colors that are retiring. So I just have to add those in color pearls to the class, to these cards. And that's what we've got. I only have so much paper, so we're planning for 70, and when they're gone, they're gone. And actually there's 69 because one of those is mine for the live version. Okay, so that's Simply Sparkling. I hadn't used that yet, you guys. This is an online exclusive, meaning You can only see this set online. It's not featured in a catalog anywhere. Okay, so I don't even know what we're at for an hour. Okay, so what else? We're coming up to the new annual catalog, right? And with that means that for extras in May, I'm just going to share, because you guys can already start signing up now for this kind of stuff. I always make a DSP sampler, right? Something that looks like this, right? I have 3 left of the spring mini catalog. So if anybody wants to get this yet, they can. It's a great little resource and tool. Includes the sale-a-bration. So if you want to already pre-order and like sign up to get your name on the list for an annual catalog DSP sampler, go for it. Sarah would like that class. Perfect. Make sure to put that in a message to me, Sarah. You always email me, I think. So just message me with it as well. I'll see that. The DSP sampler for the annual catalog, all you have to do is confirm that you want one. Anybody that's gotten them in the past, I already have your name listed in a spreadsheet, but I like for you to confirm it, because sometimes people are like, yeah, I got that. I don't know why I got that. I don't need another one. I'm good. But then I get people that are like, yep, I absolutely love it. I want it every single time. Do not miss sending it to me. So I have a spreadsheet where I've gotten everybody's names, and I only highlight you green that you want it when you've confirmed you want it. And then don't worry about sending money for it right now. I really just want to know how many to make. My brother comes in like in a month, and I just want to have a good idea of how many to make. So that's the DSP sampler for the new annual catalog. And then with it, you guys, there are product shares. Every catalog I do a product share, and the product share consists of the new ribbon, new embellishments, and new paper. And I do it piecemeal. Thanks, Sarah. Hi, Ann. Debbie Gass. Next March 16th, we should do a pie card. Yes, for Pie Day, right? Exactly. So the product share is a la carte. You can get paper, ribbon, and or embellishments, and just know that it will feature all the new stuff. And once I can get to like 2 hours to sit down and focus on what it will include and the pricing on it, you guys, I will publish it. But the annual catalog doesn't launch until May 4th, and I can't order all that product until May 4th. So we've got a few weeks yet. But just know if you like to get a product share and you'd like to get a product share from me, just hold tight until you see mine. Or you could always tell me, hey, I want your product share. Just make sure you get me signed up, and I can put your name green as well, and mark you down for what you want. And then you don't have to worry about paying for the product shares until a few days before the catalog launches. Angelique wants a DSP sampler. Yay. Okay, I'm just trying to think. Is there anything else before of my stuff? I might think of my stuff. What I'm going to do also is roll through Gina's and Jenna's classes, and then I have some past stuff to share with you. I have past classes. So for those of you that are newer to me and didn't know about me, I will show the past classes that I still have available. Because when we kit, we forecast, and we like to forecast high versus low so that we don't have to tell people no. So I do have a pile on the floor of my past classes of so I can show you guys what's available, and we have Happy Mail yet. And one more thing too, I want to share 2 things that are on the radar for coming up in case you guys want. Hi, Randy Schultz. 2 things that are coming up on the radar. We are going to be doing a Zinnia Stamp-A-Stack. All right. And we did put it on the calendar for those that want to know. You can mark your calendar and you could already sign up for it. I just haven't really created the event for it yet. We had to push it out to July because you guys, there's so much between now and July. We're going to be doing it July 12th at 1 p.m. for me online, and Diane's going to be doing hers in person on the 16th. We decided that we are going to do this card. This was a Share, Create, Inspire card from Maria Gilbertson. This will be one of the cards, I think. Like, this is the plan to do one of these. And so Simply Zinnia is on the calendar for July, and we're adding in a Garden Meadow class. A different Garden Meadow Stamp-A-Stack, okay? Because it's super amazing. Hi, Kelly Sheridan. Is your list of classes and events something we can download? It sure is. So, Kelly, what I'm going to say to you is watch the video from the beginning. I went through it at the beginning. So when I'm done with this one and you can catch the replay, definitely look at the replay. It's in the first 15 minutes of this one. Are you doing the product share in the June Escape? Oh, Donna, I meant to say that. Okay, so that's a very good question because a lot of you guys, gals, whatever, a lot of you peeps, generally, if you do the Escape with me, you haven't been getting the product share because the product share in the Escape, your goodie bag in the Escape is usually a quasi product share. It's pretty much a product share. Maybe just lessened to be within $50. For all of you that are doing my Stamp and Fun in the Sun in June, I just emailed about it. If you're not on my email list and you want information on my Stampin' Fun in the Sun, go to my calendar of events for June 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, or 9th, or send me an email and I'll forward it to you. There's a goodie bag in there. That goodie bag is not going to be a product share. That goodie bag, so we don't have everything. The annual catalog runs a little bit different for our demonstrators. For a pre-order, for the minis, we can order everything. So we could order everything ahead of time and design with everything that we want to. For the annual catalog, they only have a subset of items that you can pre-order. And so we're going to be designing the Stampin' Fun in the Sun. It's going to be 4 mini classes all in one day, or basically for those in person all in one day, or for those online, it'll be 4 mini classes that you can like break up into chunks and do them separately at your leisure. And then we're going to have 5 creative presentations. And so the goodie bag though is not going to be like a 10th of this, a 10th of that, or a 5th of this. It's going to be like a half of this pack of DSP. It's going to be maybe a half a pack of this embellishment, a half a pack of this. And on April 6th is when I'm going to get together with Amanda Waldhart and we're going to design all 4 of the mini classes. And at that time is when I'm going to know what your goodie bag is going to be. And your goodie bag will be valued around $50. And it might be like half a pack of this DSP, half a pack of this DSP, maybe this full embellishment, maybe a roll of this ribbon, maybe a half. It's going to be like half a packs or whole packs of stuff. And then you're going to use them across the classes, right? So it'll still be, hi Jolene, it'll still be $50, but it won't be like a product share. So for those people that like the product shares that you usually get in the skate packages, you might want to consider getting the product share from the annual catalog from me. And I can save you shipping by putting it in your box. So I'm still going to have the same offer where it's going to be a reduced shipping amount for the product share. Instead of it being $10 or whatever, it might be only $2 because that weight increases on your box. So, but yes, so good question, Donna. For those that get the Stampin' Fun in the Sun with me, it's not going to be a product share as your goodie bag. It's going to be products. Okay, so I think I was saying for the Garden Meadow Stamp-A-Stack, we just have so much fun with like Garden Meadow. It's so pretty. The paper's amazing. And we came up, because of Christina Heiser, we have another card design, and we're going to make it into another Stamp-A-Stack. Different. These are going to be A2, Laura Sullivan, calling Laura Sullivan, calling Laura Sullivan. They're going to be A2 size cards, not 5x7. So if people don't like 5x7 cards, this one is going to be amazing. I'm going to be doing this class in May I found Diana's doing hers on the 14th. I'm going to be doing mine, oh man, guys, let's see here. Itchy nose, cat fur. Oh, here it is. May 17th at 1 p.m. Okay? So I'm going to be doing the Garden Meadow Stamp-A-Stack. So again, if anybody wants to get signed up for those, you're more than welcome to. We were going to try to get them designed this week. We ran out of time for designing. It didn't happen. So as we get them designed, you guys, I will be definitely sharing them with you. All right, I'm going to flip over and show you what Gina has for you guys in store. Now Gina's got 5 classes next month. She has 2 classes ready to share with you. She doesn't have her scrapbooking done. She doesn't have her Saturday or her create, and she doesn't have her weekend class, but she does. She was supposed to have class this past Monday, which was the 25th, and she had to bump it out. So her morning create class, and I gotta be careful here, is this coming Monday, April 1st. She's gonna do in person at 11 and online at 1:30. $17 for 3 cards and $6 for shipping. And she's featuring the cow bundle. So you would need the cow stamp set. Milk it for all it's worth. It's your special day. And then she's got the submarine one here. Sending oceans of love. Very cool. And then she's got the ice cream swirl. Look at all those sprinkles on the ice cream cone. Hope your day is sweet. So you can get these. Again, if you guys want to take class with Gina or Jenna, you need to reach out to them directly. I do not do their class registrations. I don't take their payments. I don't do anything except for share what they have to show you. And this is Gina's technique class. So she's glitter and ink with Gina. And she said that this class is supposed to be 1 more card. She didn't get the 4th card design, but she has 3 cards designed, and it's featuring scraps. How to use up scraps. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? So she's going to give you lots of scraps to work with, and you're going to make this beautiful sunset, and you need a sentiment. She said I was really going to like this card. I really do, because it's called like a floating card. So these pieces are floating on a window sheet. and it's all purplicious, and so using artistically inked. And then this one uses scraps like that are squares, and today it's all about you. So you need a sentiment here, and then something to stamp on this white piece is perfect. So that's 3 of the 4 for Gina's technique class. It's 10 a.m. on April 10th on a Wednesday. Again, you need to reach out to Gina. To find Gina's information, it's on my schedule. If you guys go to my schedule on the back half of the PDF, there's a section for Gina there called Glitter and Ink. All right, so those are 2 of her 3. Again, Gina does a scrapbook class, and she does a great, if you're a scrapbooker, oh my goodness, I am super, there's been, you guys, most of you are probably aware of the trend, what's happening with Close to My Heart, that Stampin' Up! Is going to be transitioning into the scrapbooking world via Close to My Heart. A lot of the creators, makers, the Close to My Heart gals and guys are going to have the opportunity at some point in April to come on board to become a part of the Stampin' Up! Family. And so we're going to start welcoming people in April, and they can choose to go where they want to go. But Stampin' Up! Is very excited because they're going to be bringing on a lot of the as many people as they can, and there's going to be a wealth of knowledge with the scrapbooking. So the scrapbooking world is going to merge into Stampin' Up!, and I think that's something they've always wanted. And so super exciting that the line of products that are going to increase for those that love scrapbooking, and they're going to have the ability to get them via the Close to My Heart people that are coming on board in the near future. And then after a couple, I can't remember what the timing is, but then eventually all Stampin' Up! People are going to, demonstrators, hobbyists, discount shoppers are going to be able to purchase and sell, I'm sorry, like the nose keeps itching, purchase and sell the Close to My Heart products. They're holding off in the beginning and having them only available to Close to My Heart people, only because if every Stampin' Up! Person was able to buy all that stuff, all the products right away, there wouldn't be any inventory left for the Close to My Heart people to sell. So there is a period of time where it's only going to be available to purchase through Close to My Heart people that have transitioned to Stampin' Up! And I don't remember if it's 2 months or if it's longer, whatever it is. So hi, Susan Ray Hendricks. And so that's exciting news. And so there's going to be a tiered approach for those Close to My Heart people to start signing up. There's going to be a tiered approach starting in April once the contracts have been signed. And I don't know any more details other than that. There'll be a tiered approach. The people want to keep their teams, they can. If people want to move to sign up under a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, they can do that as well. So that's exciting. Exciting times are coming. We're going to have lots more product to offer to people. So, all right, so let me show you what Jenna's got. So for those of you looking for Jenna, she is Brown Dog Craft Company. You can find her on YouTube or Facebook with this look for that logo. She's got a bunch of classes here. This one is called Hot Air Balloon Fun Fold Class. It's April 23rd at 8 p.m. Central, 3 cards, shipped for $25. So Jenna doesn't do anything in person right now. And so just know that anything that has pricing, it includes shipping, right? And it's generally everything that Gina and Jenna and I do is all the shipping. Everything's priced about the same. Hi, Jamie Kirkpatrick. She's excited to get into scrapbooking again. Yay! Wow, 12 years. So you should start watching Jenna. So not Jenna, Gina. Gina's been doing scrapbooking classes with me with my YouTube channel since I think August or September. Super fun stuff. So I was gonna say for those that take classes. Oh, you're very welcome, Jenna. For those that take classes with me, they ask, well, are you worried if I take classes with somebody else? You guys, I always encourage you to take classes with whoever you want to take classes with, right? I don't take things personally. And so if you want to support Jenna or Gina or anybody else, I always appreciate as long as you're happy, right? I love to offer awesome, amazing card classes for you, but I don't feel bad if you take classes. So I never take, guys, I've learned not to take things personally, right? And because Jenna and Gina are on my team, I want to help and support them as much as I can. And I want them to grow in their businesses. So that's why I share with you what they have, because I want to see them prosper and for them to do amazing things, right? With Stampin' Up!, you can do as little or as lot, you can do as much or as little as you want. And that's always up to you. I'm just here as a team leader to them to support them with their goals, no matter how big or small they are. So anything I can do is what I'm doing, and sharing their creativity with you is what I can do to help them, and then they take the rest, right? So if you guys want to sign up with anything, hi Mitzi Stanley, if you want to sign up for classes with Gina or Jenna, just always reach out to them. If you send me an email asking to sign up for a class, I'm just going to forward it to them, okay? But you would save me a step if you just reach out to them directly. And they love this, you guys. They have so much fun creating, and they love sharing just as much as I do. So this is their hot air balloon. This is Jenna's hot air. And there's Gina and Jenna, you guys. So I try to make sure I think before I say. So this is Jenna's hot air balloon fun full class. And so, oh, she's doing the little balloon thing too. It's so awesome when you make the little balloon like that. You can see it from the top here. Super cool. So she die cuts, she embosses. She doesn't do anything in person at the moment. We're working and strategizing to do an event up in the Hudson, Wisconsin, Minnesota area. So if you're from that area, we're trying to figure out a weekend where a few of us can go up and help Jenna facilitate a weekend on a Saturday. This is like a slider up card here. We're trying to facilitate an event with Jenna to help her grow her in-person activities as well. Look at, she did the braiding here too with these balloons. So this style was super cool. You know, it's fun to do a little fun fold like that. And so she's got that as part of her class too. I love it. All right, so that's the hot air balloons. She's got other sets that you could use. I love this, what she does here. Lift Me Up, Bright Skies, Ice Cream Squirrel, Sweet Thought. Sweet Songbirds would be other stamp sets you could use if you don't own those. So Jamie Kirkpatrick, you have no idea. Gina, you're right. Okay, she makes fabulous spreads. Like, she makes the most amazing scrapbook layouts a person could ever imagine. You guys, if you, oh my gosh, like the scrapbooking is what she loves. It is her passion. This one is Jenna's bonus April card class featuring Doggone Friendly, Planted Paradise, and Kiddin' Around. It's April 30th at 8 p.m. Central. You guys, so Jenna specifically chose Tuesdays to do her classes because it's my date night, and she knows that I'm not ever going to schedule a class on a Tuesday night. So that was awesome that she did that. And she said any other bundles could be used, any background, any foliage, greenery, any sentiment stamps. And so this one is the Planted Paradise. So you'll get your pieces of cardstock that are vanilla, and you would stamp directly on them. Missing You These Days is embossed with white and embossing powder, the white and a Versamark. And then this one is the Doggone Friendly, and then if you don't have Doggone Friendly, it's kind of hard to see with my lighting, but that you could use any other background and any other imagery on the circle there. And then there's the Kiddin' Around. Now, she went for it. She used the Kiddin' Around, and so this will be die cut for you, and there's a little castle on there for you as well. And, what's going on, Jenna? You sparkle every day. I think the card, is this a trick card, right? Where you have it this way, and then you open it that way. Oh, fun. All right. We do that, you guys. We accidentally do that sometimes too. All right. So monthly subscription class is featuring Beach Day, April 16th at 8 p.m. So she has this where it's a $45 per month, and with a 6-month subscription, on the 6th month, you can pick any bundle for half off. If you don't commit to her subscription, where you're not so she trusts that you're going to do 6 months in a row, she gives you a reduced price and you get a half off bundle. But if you just want to pick one or two and then get whatever you want whenever you want, it's a $55. It includes rest supplies to make 9 cards. You get a pack of DSP, a roll of ribbon, and a pack of embellishments, and then the envelopes. Other sets you could use are Let's Go Shopping, Trucking Along, or Submarine Life. And so you would get 3, enough to make 3 for this one. Wishing you a beautiful day. And then, the little surfboards are adorable. Awesome. Oh, and a little palm tree. Very cool. Wishing you a beautiful day. So you would have the supplies to make 3 of those. The castle. Yes. So you guys, for those of you who wanted the Kiddin' Around from me and I didn't do it, you can get, Jenna did the castle. And then here, happy birthday. And then that's embossed with white, like embossing powder and Versamark. And then here's your inside, sending sunshine your way. So that is her monthly subscription class. All right, then this one is called, she's got lots of classes too, you guys. She's a little bit crazy like me. Let's Craft card class, and it features flower cart filled with happiness, lovely and sweet. It's April 9th at 8 p.m., 3 cards, and it's $22 mailed. And then any floral stamp set, any sentiment stamp set, and circle sayings is what could also be interchanged. Have a lovely day. Look at those wheels on here. Are they fancy? Look at that. It's like the foil. Very cool. I just touchy-feely, right? Jenna, I'm feeling up your cards. All right. Then we've got Softly Stippled on this one, and she's got a little embossing with either copper or gold. And then this is, I can't tell, it's probably gold would be my guess. But this is the Lovely and Sweet is what she used on here. just sending a bit of love your way. I love it how she, like, I've been seeing that a lot more. Hi, Melody Miller. People are putting the sentiment in the bottom of the corner. I love it. And then this one is happy birthday. May it be filled with happiness. And then that is filled with happiness. I think it's the stamp set. I just want to hug you. Oh, and it's a flipper upper. Look at that. So you've got like a fold up, and then you've got that. So you've got a full card and a mini card. So you can write a really long love note on that one. Very cool. All right. This is her in color retirement. So I love it. So you guys saw what we did with the sparkling soda. Yes, Angelique said that Jenna's classes are fabulous too. They sure are. This is the in color retirement party. It's on Friday, April 12th at 4 p.m. 5 cards for $45. Other bundles that you could use are Brewed for You, Ice Cream Swirl, Lots of Love, and Simply Sparkling. So this is what she did. So she pulled in the Baker's Twine that they have the in color, and I pulled in that whatever texture, whatever that other one is. She's got 2 straws, scallop contour die here, and then it looks like you'll get some white paper to stamp your ice cream on. That will probably be die cut. And then you can stamp that on. You wouldn't have to stamp that extra little texture on there from the stamp if you didn't have it. And then there's the Orchid Oasis. And then there's the Tahitian Tide. She's got the pearls on. So now you guys, these are the pearls I'll be putting on my card too. I did not have the opportunity to even get mine on there because I literally finished putting them together and came down to do a live. Very cool. So that is her in color retirement class. So Jenna's got lots of stuff in store for you. I love it. So now I've got these done, Jenna. I can mail these back to you. Good job, good job. So yes, she hand delivered these to me in Houston, which was super awesome. Saving some shipping. Always love to save shipping. All right. Then I want to share with you guys some Happy Mail, and I also want to share with you some past classes. So I will share past classes really quick with you, especially if you're new. You can see what I have extra of. Okay, I'll run through these. There's not as much as there used to be. You guys have been cleaning me out. All right. Hello, Millie Kindle. Gold. Jenna said that was gold. All right. So we ended up kitting up a few more of the Garden Meadow because we had enough supplies already die cut. So in case anybody still wants to get the first Garden Meadow Stamp-A-Stack we did, I have one left at this moment. Only one. And it's 5x7 cards. And they're so pretty because they feature, to do a 5x7 card, it really allowed us to like not have to cut up the paper, and it left it whole. And this class was $55 or $65 mailed. These two are very similar, but they are different. So you got a pack of the designer series paper, a roll of the ribbon, and then you get those birds and dragonflies. All right, so it's 12 5x7 cards. So I have one left. So if you want to get this class, if somebody wants to get this one, we could use it as a starting point. And then from there, we could add other classes to your package to save on shipping. All right, so that's the Garden Meadow Stamp-A-Stack. I have one left of those. The class that we did for the sweet class in the month of March is called Nature's Sweetness. And now if you're in Canada, Rose had 8 sets left last week already. So if you are in Canada, I bet Rose still has more. I have about 20 more. And this class is either free with a purchase, or you can get it, you can just pay for it. And I got to show you guys, Kathleen Ketterman, because this is just a perfect example of how you could use a different stamp set. Kathleen Ketterman sent me a picture. She used the Good Morning Magnolia from a couple years ago, and I believe it's Abigail Rose. But I just wanted to share with you how you could definitely use the products or materials from the kit that I gave you and then change up the card by using different stamps. Isn't that cool? And here's this one. Isn't that awesome? How, like, this was the design, and then that's what Kathleen did. And then here's this one, how she changed it up. So you guys, we give you the starting point by giving you awesome, like, stuff kitted and cut up and ready to go. And then you can change it up how you want to. You can make it yours or keep it the same. Jenna said next time she'll take photos of her notes on the back before she sends them to me. Good job. That's always a good thing to do. Yeah, so you guys, we always make up a recipe card. So you guys have about 20 of that one left. All right. Then I do have, it looks like 2 left of my monthly class from December of 23. I know we're like getting out of snow time, but I have 2 of these left. It was a New Year's card and then 2 wintry cards. I have 2 of that one left. And then I have, it looks like one, two, maybe four of my monthly class from August. So this one, there's four. These monthly classes are free with an order, or you can pay for them, whatever you want. You do need something to stamp for there, something to stamp on here, and that is stamped. Otherwise, it's sentiments, the background too, but easily you can swap things out. So that was, I've got two of the monthly class. I have, these are what I've left for Rose's technique class. So I have one from November, it featuring Berry Cute. I have Light the Sky from December. I have January, and I have February. So I'll make a deal. I was able to help somebody out, Sandy Quay Marie. She was able to get, I had October through March available. So we got her caught up. These are with a $50 order. I am missing March, but I would make an exception. If somebody wants to place, it would be a $50 order, $50 order, $50 order, $50 order. 4 consecutive here. We could take and skip March. I'd make an exception, get you started for April. I would still count these 4, plus if you do 6 more in a row, you could still earn the $75 of host rewards and a half off item. Because what happens is these are free with a $50 order, and after 10 consecutive months, you would get the host reward benefit that I'm giving. And I want to keep these as like a pair, like a package deal. I know I don't have any in March. Whoa! I can make March happen because okay, here's the deal. I overcommitted one for March, and if I'm gonna make one, I'm gonna make 2. And so I will have an extra March, and so we can get it consecutive. So I would have from November through March, and we get you squared away. So I'll have a package deal if somebody wants to do that and get in on Rose's Technique Club class, okay? So putting it out there into the world. All right, then I have here a bunch of my monthly class from February, a bunch, like there's at least 10 here. And you either got one of these, so one of the, like, I don't know, like it's random. You'll either get the coral one or the pool party based one. And then your sunset card. And then I've got the wild ferns featured here. So that one was free with an order, or you could pay for it. So there's a bunch. I have the February Let's Just Stamp featuring Hooray for Surprises. I have about 4 left of this one. So it was free with an order, or you could pay for it. Right? And if you tell me, hey, I want one of each of the classes you have left, again, we can consolidate shipping and take off some shipping where I can. Okay, so that's that box. I also have one more box here to share with you. So I have ink, paper, scissors. I have 3 different ink, paper, scissors that are available. Ink, paper, scissors comes with a quarter pack of designer series paper, an embellishment, and a ribbon, and 4 card kits. And so the Forever Love, which was in February, I have maybe 12 left and kitted, ready for this class to go. You really only needed some sentiments and then a flower to stamp up there if you wanted the flower up there. So that was the February ink, paper, scissors. I have the December ink, paper, scissors, which features Masterfully Made. And that is what these 4 cards look like, featuring Masterfully Made. You only need sentiments and some background stamps. Right, these. All right, and then my other ink, paper, scissors I have is the Season of Chic. This is a fun fold. So this little guy is like a card inside of a card. And so that opens up like that. And so that is that one. And there are 4 different seasons. It's like a fall, a winter, a spring, and a summer, let's say. So very pretty. So I have I've got like 10 left of each of these ink, paper, scissors, right? All right. Then I have the Heartfelt Hexagons. It looks like I have 1, 2, 3 Heartfelt Hexagons. And this was the order-based class for last quarter. And it featured Heartfelt Hexagons, haha. And so it was really cool because the envelopes, you could decorate your envelopes to match. And that's designer paper. So you really only needed sentiments. And if you have it, there was some outline stuff. But this one was a 4-card class, free with a $50 order. And I have 3 left of this one. All right. And then we have the quarterly order-based class from last summer. I have 4 left. We're down to 4 on the artistically inked. And you would need some sort of floral image. So we've got it there. Otherwise, sentiments. Right? Sentiments. Oh, UPS is rolling right by. And then this is a floral image. You would need something there. The magnolia would be beautiful there as well. All right, so that's another one where it's free with a $50 order. I think that's it. You guys, out of all my past classes from like the last 6 years, I'm down to 3 boxes. It's pretty amazing. We really made a dent. As soon as I started showing you guys the past classes that are available and actually showing you what the cards look like, they started to go like hotcakes, I'll be honest with you. The only cards I generally don't have to share with you are Rose's Technique Club class, because I don't generally make the cards. I just kit the cards, right? I kit them and send them out, and I don't always make my own to share with you guys. And I bet if I did make them and share like actual physical cards, I'd probably have a few more people signing up, but I don't actually have a lot more time in the day. You guys probably think I have all this time. I don't to make more cards. I'm lucky to get the cards done that I do. And so I don't generally make Roses. I show you pictures of them, like what she just shared, pictures of her cards. And so that's how I share her class with you. So, but if you're curious, you guys, if you're ever curious about the past classes, thanks, Sherry. I'm going to share some Happy Mail with you guys yet, but if you're ever curious what I have for past classes, you need to just go to my resources tab. Scroll down towards the bottom, and I have past classes available. I used to put them at the end of my schedule. Well, I got away from that because that is a static document. Once you print it, I can't change it. Where I can change things in here, and when the class goes away, I can take it out. But if you go here to my past available classes, if you click on the name of the class, it takes you into it, so you can see the pictures of them, and then you can read the details, what stamp sets used. So I set this up so that you can always see, like the monthly was there for August, December, February, hooray for surprises. I have no cards left of my sweet cards. If you guys saw that, I have none left of my sweet card classes. I have my Garden Meadow in there, and I have like Roses classes here, like the November, December, January, February. And then I have the Artistically Inked hexagons. I'm gonna add back in that March one once I make it. And other than that, like that's it for past classes. But they're there, so if you guys ever want to see like what Rose's class looks like here, very cute. You click on it, and it has, it features a technique all the time. So she did the Northern Lights technique, and then Light the Sky featured the Emboss with Color technique. So you can always see Rose's classes here by clicking. Oh, there's no picture there. Oh, it's thinking. Hang on. There it is. So you can always see. Goodness gracious. Let's try that and not touch it. So something's going on. So Bright Skies. It's taking me in. It's trying to act like I'm logged in. So, but you can see them. So, okay. Happy Mail. You guys entertain me for just 10 more minutes, and I'm going to share with you some Happy Mail. If you want to see Happy Mail. If you don't want to see Happy Mail, I'm okay with it too. You won't hurt my feelings leaving. But I love sharing the Happy Mail that I get from you guys. All right, this is from Shirley Malarkey, and she is from Devil's Lake, North Dakota. I always love Devil's Lake. It's like Devil's Lake, North Dakota. So it's a little book card, you guys, featuring the Cheerful Daisies designer series paper, and a warm hello is that little oval punch with the scallop, and so very pretty. Very nice. Thank you for your card, Shirley. And then this one comes to me from Christina Bernards. I always got to look at the back. I put them upside down so you guys don't see everybody's addresses, because I know you probably don't want your addresses shared all over the place. So this one's from Christina Bernards, a pretty little Easter card here. There was a Rays of Sunshine background stamp, and she used 2 pieces of brown, embossed it with the timber embossing folder, and made it look like a cross with some palm leaves. So pretty, and she made me an Easter card. Love and blessings to you, Tyler, and your family. Thank you, Christina. Very pretty. And then this one is from Judy Dean. She used that layering flowers embossing folder, and she like highlighted some of the flowers and then sent me a thinking of you card. I love the pink with the ivory, is always so pretty. This one, another Easter card from Pat Fleming. Yay, Pat. She used the same embossing folder. If you guys look back here, there it is. Then this is the Magnolia Mood. Happy Easter. And she said that she was happy that I had a great time on stage, and wishing me a happy and blessed Easter. So very pretty. I love it, Pat. This one is from Debbie Schultz, and I love it, Florida. Someday, Debbie, we have a bucket list. We're going to meet each other. I would love that. And she did what Carol Alanis always does, is she writes on a piece of paper and then puts it in here so that when I take it out, I can still utilize the card. Because you guys know I'm a card maker. I hate throwing away cards, so I always find a way to repurpose cards. And so if you send me it ready to use, I will give your card another life. I cannot throw away cards, you guys. If you write in the inside, I'll be honest, I cut the top off and we remat it and we use them because I cannot handle throwing away cards. I don't know if you can, but I have a hard time throwing away a handmade greeting card. So this is an awesome Easter card from Debbie Schultz. I got that, Debbie. Another Easter card, and this is from Deb Norman, from Deb and Ed Norman. This used the paper pumpkin. And so springtime greetings to me and Tyler. I loved the paper pumpkin kit, was awesome. This one is coming to us from Miss Laura Sullivan from Ohio. Ohio. Do you remember with the Drew Carey show? I always think of Ohio and him. All right, so you open up a little fun fold with a flap this way and that way, and it says hello, hello, hello. Perfect. I'm trying to remember the name of this designer paper, but it's from a couple years ago and it's escaping me, but she coordinated the flowers so perfectly to match the designer series paper. And then this one comes to us this one is from Sharon Perlas from Texas. She sent me a little note card with the lighthouse on it. Very pretty. She'll be here soon. She's coming home in April for a couple weeks. So I love it. She lives down in Texas, but she comes back home to Wisconsin, and then she comes to my classes when she can. And then this one is from Kim Hampton. So Kim Hampton, she's part of the Retro Swap, you guys. And that's one last thing we have in April, the Radically Retro Swap Party. And I just thought of it. This was from a Memories and More pack from Hand Penned. I'm hosting a Radically Retro Swap Party. It features Stampin' Up! Radically retired product that you've never used, hopefully, and that you get to experience using. But it is all Stampin' Up! So we had about maybe 35 or 40 people that are participating, and you could pick 1, 2, 3, or 4 groups. Each group, you make 24 cards, and we're swapping out all those cards tomorrow. Oh, yes, I gotta think about that. They're all in except for one person's. They're going to arrive Saturday, but we're staging it so that all we have to do is slip that person's cards in. So we had 24 people in a group. So 23 cards times 4 groups times 23 people. 2,116 cards are in my mudroom right now. Well, except for Lisa's. We're waiting for Lisa's and Tammy's. But at the end, we'll have 2,116 cards. And we are swapping those all out. And then we have a party, a private YouTube unlisted party. Like it's via Zoom, but we live stream it to YouTube. People who participate in this swap get to watch it. And I have a private Facebook group for people who are part of the Radically Retro Swap. And so it's a great time. People can use their retired Stampin' Up! Product. Because generally when I host swaps, like my customer swap is one thing, and when I host demonstrator swaps, you can't use retired Stampin' Up! Product. And so this is a time for people to use Stampin' Up! Product, but retired Stampin' Up! Product. And that event, I think, is on April 14th. So, yeah, lots of good stuff, you guys. Whoop, whoop. All right, we made it through. About an hour and 50 minutes. That's usually what it takes for me to get through the showcase. Yeah, but we did it. So if you guys, anybody wants to get signed up for anything, make sure you send me the best way at this point is send an email, because then when I sit at my computer, I have the book with me. I can log things easier. Like email is always the most amazing way to let me know that you want to sign up for a class. You can also register for it via my website if you want to pay via my website. For those that want to save the convenience fee that my website charges and you'd rather pay with Venmo, Zelle, Cash App, Facebook Pay, check. A lot of people pay with check. And consolidate classes, just reach out to me via email and tell me, I want this class, and this class. How much should I send you? And that works out great. And then I'll get back to you when I have a moment. Tomorrow is a very busy day. We're swapping out those 2,000 cards, and then I have class at 1. So just give me some time to always reply to you. Just know that I don't have anything sold out yet for April, and I even have some things left over for March. You guys saw what I have left over for March. I forgot to even show you. I have the blueberry bushel class. Hang on one more moment. Let me show you this. I actually kitted up more of the blueberry bushel. So I have 3 left. There was somebody that I told I ran out. If you're watching, I did kit up 3 more of this class. Or I kitted up 8 more, but there's only 3 left because I already have the other 5 are gone. So there's actually 3 more left of the blueberry bunches Let's Just Stamp class. So forgot, I'll make sure to add that. So just know that if you email me, give me a couple days. Like when it comes to class signups, give me a few days to get back to you with how busy my schedule has been. I try to be as efficient as possible and timely, but sometimes it doesn't work the way I want to. So, all right. Does anybody else have any other questions? Do we need to go over anything else? You guys, thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the showcase. This is also the video where if you're part of my VIP group, you want to share this one and comment that you shared it. We'll do a drawing for somebody to win a half off bundle. So yay. Okay, all right, you guys, lots of love, hugs, and big sunshine to everybody. I love you long time, and we'll catch you tonight for class at 6. So in 2 hours, I will be back here, all right? All right, love you long time. Bye.